Alright, fellas. It's been a minute. It's been a few weeks, a couple weeks since I've made a NomNom verse video update. And it's time because now we've gotten so many small little updates here and there. And a very major update regarding Volume 3 and Volume 4 packs, which is going to be the last announcement that I show off. So stay tuned, but let's get started. Let's kind of start off with, in chronological order, some of the stuff that we've seen over the last few weeks. Alright, so right off the bat, we actually got a spoiler for an upcoming Kickstarter card, or possibly even like a Volume 3 or Volume 4 card. I would assume this is going to be like probably a Kickstarter card more than likely. But this is going to be Light Marin. I don't know how we're going to pronounce it. Hopefully we get clarification on that. But it looks like a lightning monkey. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's like a lightning monkey. It looks almost like Super Saiyan, like a Super Saiyan lightning monkey. But that was one of the spoilers we got for the upcoming Kickstarter set that should be hopefully coming and like arriving over the next couple of months. So very, very cool. It's kind of crazy how fast time has kind of flown by, at least for me. Maybe it's because I'm in my busy season at work. But the Kickstarter ended like first week of March, and now we're already in end of May, or I guess technically, yeah, like near the end of May. We have like 2 more weeks, and then we're already in June. And so if I'm not mistaken, Kickstarter should hopefully be shipping to them by end of July. So I'm really hoping that come August, we're going to be getting this Kickstarter set. But really cool, first look at Light Marin. So let's go on to the next thing. All right, now this one's a pretty cool one. This is a pretty big one. I would say for the story, the lore. So this next one that was actually revealed, and more information coming on that, which I think might be coming actually very, very soon in our Volume 3 and Volume 4 packs, is Zoe Branch. So if you guys remember, Ralph from Ralph is one of our main protagonists. His last name was revealed to be Branch, so it's Ralph Branch. This is his sister, Zoe Branch. So Zoe, right off the bat, very punk looking. She's rocking that pink hairdo. She has what looks to be almost like a monocle, like a scanner, like for Dragon Ball. A lot of Dragon Ball Z references in these cards, at least for me, from what I'm picking up. And she obviously has like this giant like rocket freaking launcher gun looking thing, cannon. And so she is an artificer. Man, I need to learn. I keep butchering some of these, but she's an artificer. And yeah, so a little background. I remember they mentioned that artificers are a little bit different or unique in terms of the lore of the NomNom verse. So it's very interesting to see that she is an artificer and that Ralph is a kaiju hunter. So that's cool. It sounds like she's a tinker, you know what I mean? So very cool. It does look like she is bandaged up, like she's been through it. So she has a sleeve on her right arm and a bandage on her left arm. So the background of the card itself, so you guys should be seeing this on your screen. It's like pink and purple, and it's a nice looking background color with like the classic NomNom verse clouds, behind it. Again, one of my gripes still to this day is hopefully we start getting better backgrounds, not just generic backgrounds. I think this one's a little bit of a good step forward because there's a lot more going on than just like a plain color. For example, like Amos's card. I feel like Amos's card is just a background that's yellow. I think Ralph's is pretty cool because Ralph has some stuff going on in the back and he's like, lunging forward. But either way, this is Zoe Branch, and we might be seeing her sooner than you guys think. Up next is Swordhead. So Swordhead we've already seen. However, they showed off his final design in terms of the Kickstarter card and like how the layout of the card is going to look. Very interesting to see, how his original volume, I believe this was the doorway pack art or card layout has changed to the new one, and so this is just them showing that off. Again, these are all changes that are going to be coming with Volume 3 and Volume 4, so you guys can kind of get a first look at how that's going to be looking like for the final Kickstarter product. So not much there other than just a quick little update regarding Swordhead. They did actually release some more lore, and I'd recommend you guys check out the Discord to get more lore regarding some of these characters. I do know that you know, they're expanding their social media presence. They're trying to basically get all this info that's currently in the Discord out to the masses via Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. So I do know that they're expanding, that they're trying to do that. That's something they've talked about, and hopefully a lot of these updates you guys will be seeing, you know, in your regular timeline as you're scrolling. I know that's kind of one of those things that people do have constructive criticism about, regarding that, you know, all anchors are just kind of releasing the same information all at once. So hopefully you guys enjoy this sort of like information dump per se of all the stuff that's been going on, versus, you know, smaller update videos along every other day. So I just figured it probably works out better this way, because there's a lot more stuff to talk about in one video versus having to space out 5, 6, 7 minute videos every time a new update goes around. But Swordhead, that's that one, man. So Swordhead's going to be getting that new update, of course, and nothing really changed for the art. It looks the same. So yeah, that's just Swordhead. Other than, I think his rarity, no, even his rarity stayed the same. No, his rarity might have changed, actually. I'd have to double check. I think his rarity did change though. So other than that, that's Swordhead. Let's go on to the next thing. Alrighty, now this is just a quick glance at some of the Volume 3 and Volume 4 packs. Printer did finish. They have since shipped it out to the team, and they're basically getting ready to ship it out to us. So this is just a quick glance. They kind of show the behind the scenes of the printing facility, how the packaging came out and all that stuff. So very cool. I'm really happy to see lots of these updates coming pretty frequently. I know people were also concerned about the fact that, you know, we pre-ordered these in like, what was it, like January, and it's been quite a minute for Volume 3 packs, or December. But you know, they've been working on all the Kickstarter stuff. They've been very forward and upfront about the fact that they've been focusing on getting the Kickstarter right, and they've just been making a lot of positive changes for, you know, the card stock, the card layout, the card packaging, all that stuff. So very excited to see Volume 3 and Volume 4. I think I've seen some pretty cool cards already that were kind of leaked per se in a Discord message. So we'll see. Alrighty, for the next thing, so the next thing that they showed off on the Discord announcement page was another like sneak peek, another you know, leak per se of an upcoming boss for the Kickstarter, right, for the NomNomverse. So for those of you who don't play the game or haven't really looked into the game, basically it's kind of like a dungeon crawler per se. You know, you have dungeons, and at the end of the dungeon you have a boss, and each player has their own boss, and the goal is either to wipe out all the characters board, I believe, or you kill their boss. Now, one of these bosses, like I just mentioned, is the Dawn Tree. So the Dawn Tree is an ancient plant. It looks like it has 20 life points. But if you guys remember, when we actually showed off a while back, we went through the files of the tabletop simulator cards that they had, like the temporary ones. The Dawn Tree was one, and it was a different artwork. So this is the final Dawn Tree artwork officially that will be coming in the Kickstarter. It is a phenomenal rare. That's what we got for that. So it's interesting to see how that's going to work out. Again, right now I have like no time to try to play the game. Maybe during the wintertime I'm gonna try to sit down maybe once a week and learn it and things like that, because it does seem fun and interesting. The people who have played it are having a blast, and I look forward to that. So that's that. That's the Dawn Tree, just revealed, coming to the Kickstarter, or coming with the Kickstarter, which we will hopefully get soon. Alright, now this one's kind of cool. So this update that they showed off, there was an artist appreciation post for the artist, and let me see if I can get the artist's name real quick, just so we can give him a shout out. Alright, so the great artist, Emily Nancy, right? Emily Nancy is the artist for the Mist Howler. Now, the interesting thing about the Mist Howler is the fact that, you know, you see this one, right? It's just a small little, like, almost like a wolf, like a cloud wolf per se, or, you know, it's in the night, it's kind of floating in the sky. And I actually do like the background for this one. You know, I like the night sky, I like the little clouds in the background, the little mountain, and like this is, in my opinion, a good background. But the interesting thing is that if you guys have heard of the Mist Howler, it's actually a different Mist Howler. So let me kind of show you guys. So the other thing is, like, and the reason this is interesting to me is because this is sort of like, I don't want to say like an evolution, or like you know, just like a transformation of sorts, and maybe that's how we're going to see some of these, you know, nomsters kind of kind of evolve or transform per se. Besides, of course, the already mentioned, where like the protagonist can fuse with the Nomsters as well. So there might be a couple of layers of this, but for example, the Mist Howler, you can actually the big Mist Howler is called a Mist Howler pack. So it basically looks like 4 or 5 Mist Howlers got together and they just kind of combined into one big Mist Howler. And I thought that was cool. It kind of reminds me of, what was it, like Mousehold or whatever from was it Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shield? I can't remember. I think it was Scarlet. No, I think it was Sword and Shield, where basically it's like a mouse and then like you get a family of mice and it's like the Mousehold. Very interesting thing there. I'm kind of interested to see how that works, if that's kind of a transformation of sorts, because they kind of absorb each other. Very similar to how I would see like Ralph and Amos, which we've seen in some of the leaks, how they kind of transform with other Nomsters, and like they'll get like what was it, like the goblin, what was the name of the goblin, the cuckoo goblin, like they'll get the cuckoo goblin nose or whatever, and that's Ralph transformed as the cuckoo goblin, or like a fusion of sorts, right? So I'm wondering if instead of actually like evolving per se, they just fuse with other Nomsters, and then you create, for example, like Dread Knight or like Dread Ralph, right? So like Ralph fused with Dread Knight and you get Dread Ralph. So maybe that's going to be prevalent in this lore. I assume it will be, because we've already seen some of that stuff. But besides it just being for the humans, it could also be that they fuse with other Nomsters, kind of creating a hybrid of sorts for each. Like you might get like a Mist Howler fused with something else, and who knows, maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's something that they're doing. But I just thought that was kind of cool that they showed that off, that there's a Mist Howler and then there's a Mist Howler pack, and the Mist Howler pack obviously looks menacing, man. It looks cool. So that's the Mist Howlers. And lastly, okay, so this is the big one. So Volume 3, Volume 4 are officially shipping out to the purchasers. They received it, I think, earlier this week or last week, at their warehouse, at their space, like the Senpai Studios team, and they are officially shipping everything out to us already. They're in the process of actually packaging it up for us and shipping it out our way. But I wanted to highlight some things here, because these seem to be more spoilers for Volume 3 and 4. Now, right off the bat, right, we see like the food on the play mat. You see Chicken Head, which was recently revealed to be a part of Volume 4, I believe. But you also see Zoe Branch, and you can tell this is Zoe because I actually matched it up with the Zoe Branch leak or reveal, right? You can see the same pink background with the like the lines going up and down, the same life points of 7. Like this is Zoe, like that's Zoe Branch. And then on top of that, you can also see Big Red, which was also revealed earlier, like a month or two ago. And now I'm wondering if Zoe Branch and Big Red are going to be officially part of Volume 3 and 4. Because, I mean, unless they're not, but like they have Volume 3 and Volume 4 proto-pack, like packaging or like card, what do you call it? Like, whatever, the packaging. It's escaping me right now. But they have all the Volume 3, Volume 4 proto-pack just kind of laying all around the playmat. They have the different zones. So like Zoe's garage. You see a couple. What is that other one? Like Dino something. Oh, Dino Mural or something like that. And then you also see Asterix in the bottom right, which was also another Volume 4 reveal, if I'm not mistaken. So, but the interesting thing is that Asterix is a phenomenal rare. Chicken Head seems to be a phenomenal rare. He might just be a super duper rare. But then you got Big Red and Zoe, which are both phenomenal. Zoe might just be she might just be a super duper rare as well. And that's why, but yeah, so it could be that Big Red is the Big Red might be the big pool for the phenomenal rare pool for Volume 3, which that's really, really cool, because I think that's a really good design. And it makes sense, actually, now that I'm talking about it, because Mugi is a part of Volume 3. So it would make sense that you get Mugi and that you get Big Red, which is Mugi piloting that mech suit. So it has to be. It has to be. I'm convinced he's going to be a part of it. So yeah, that's really cool. That's coming in Volume 3 and Volume 4 in terms of like the packs. They're coming our way. That's the big news. They're going to be, let me see here. Yeah, so they're packing that up. They're going to start sending them out this week. And if you guys are interested, on Wednesday, aka tomorrow, because you guys are going to see this video on Tuesday, hopefully, they're actually going to be reviewing the new cards, and they're going to be bringing everybody up to speed in terms of what the next steps are. I assume with the Kickstarter and, you know, other plans, but join the Discord if you guys are interested in joining that live stream. I'm sure they're going to try to blurt it out to like their socials and stuff. And like I said, guys, have some grace. They are a new company. They're trying to expand slowly but surely. They're not trying to, you know, grow too quickly like some other TCGs like we saw with MetaZoo, where they grew exponentially quickly. They took on a lot of overhead, and of course with that comes a lot of debt and a lot of monthly payments to be made. So I do applaud them for trying to take things slow. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't like that. They think that because they're small and because this is like kind of like a homegrown TCG, that, you know, they don't want to give them the time of day. And I get it. People are burned out on TCGs, like like Kickstarter TCGs. But at the end of the day, this is your hobby, dude. If you like something, if you think the cards look cool, if you like a promo, and you want to buy a $5, $6, $7 pack of cards, like, go for it, dude. Have fun, man. Live your life. Enjoy yourself. That's what this hobby is about. It shouldn't be about negativity and all that. And I do feel for the people who lost a lot on MetaZoo, you know, in terms of financially. You know, there's people that were stockpiling boxes and all that stuff, you know, because they really were, you know, trying to invest in the future of MetaZoo per se. But, you know, if you treat it like a hobby, enjoy it, have fun with it, keep what you enjoy, and get rid of the stuff you don't, you know, you'll be fine. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed this 20-minute video almost. Now it's going to be like 18, 17 minutes, something like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys are excited about the news that just came out. And man, the moment I get those packs in, dude, we're going to be making like a mass opening. I think I got like 10 or 15 packs or something like that. But we'll see how it goes. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you guys excited for it? Do you think Mugi and Big Red are going to be part of Volume 3? And if so, like, I can't wait. So that's all I got for you guys. See y'all soon.